I feel like I've got a point to prove. Not just to everybody else but myself. I'm also trying to prove a point.
Get from me. Get from me.
My why. If I narrow it down, it's there's 6 basic human needs, and you've got certainty, uncertainty, significance, and variety or connection. Significance is a big one to me. Usually with most male or male dominant females, like male attributes. Significance is a big one, and for me significance is key. So my big why, it relates to that. So I used to feel like I am contributing. I need to feel like I'm doing something. I feel like I've got a point to prove. Not just to everybody else but myself. I'm also trying to prove a point. What goes through my head when your body says no. No, it's not even that. What goes through my head when usually your mind says no, when people stop. Well, I know the body's got at least 20% more. I know it has. So I just keep going straight through it. I know when to stop, when the body will not move at all anymore. Because the body needs to be stressed out. If you want to grow, you've got to take it beyond the point where it can move, beyond the point of it can contract. It needs to be, you need to turn muscles. You need to push it as far as it can.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. You're on. 1, 2, 3. Come on, 4, 5, 10. Come on. Come on, 3, 2, 1. With me. Come on. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, come on, 6, 7, 8, come on, 9, 10, 5, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Muscles respond to stress, so you need to stress it out. If you're just working towards numbers, like your training program says, do 15. And you can happily do 15. I think, oh, I'll just put the weights down. You're not. What are you doing there? What are you? You're not doing nothing. Oh yeah. Think about it. So you need to stress the body out. So I put myself until I can't do no more. Now, I need to make sure when I leave that gym, when I finish that set, that I've given everything I can. So I leave nothing behind. As simple as that. I like to try and push myself to the utmost, because who knows what the body can achieve? Like realistically, who knows? Like everything we've ever learned about it is just trial and error. Like you hear about these marathon sprinters, you know, no one ever broke the 10-second barrier for years. They thought it was impossible, and then when someone broke it, how many more people followed afterwards? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, who's been the next person to break them records? Who's been the next person to push the body to these supernatural limits? Well, I don't want to leave anything on the line to chance. I want to put it all out there. So when I step on that stage, like I've stepped in the ring, regardless of whatever happens, I know I've given it 100% and I've given it everything I could. Nothing to chance. So every day, every session, every single rep, every set has got to be nice form and to the utmost of my ability. That's all I can put it down to, really. Okay, so this is a thing as well, yeah. A lot of people juggle about this sport. So do I train harder by myself or do I train harder with other people? Well, the answer is simple is I go in the session with the same mindset. I train just as hard by myself as I do with somebody else. The only benefit of me training with somebody else is the fact that when it's something like a big compound exercise, when you can physically not lift or weigh anymore, I can use the squeeze out, maybe one or two more, assisted, like where they'll take a bit of the load for me and I can manage to rep out a couple more.
8, 9, 11,
Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rack in the weight and I'm going to force myself to get another 2 out. So it just, the only difference is I don't pause in between it. So I go in with the same mindset and I push myself to the utmost. In fact, sometimes I actually enjoy training myself more because I zone out and I get into this world of my own, and it's me against whoever. Like my biggest rival's myself. Like I look in the mirror and I think, like, you're not gonna fucking beat me today at all. There's more to me than you. And so whatever I'm facing in that session, I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna take it to that next level. Obviously we all have crap days. We have days where we just feel like we've not got any energy, we can't do it and stuff. But I don't know what it is with me. Once I've warmed into the session and I get into a zone, the music's on and I'm starting to get a few reps out, the blood's pumping, I just lock in and that's it. I just push further and I always come out feeling better than I went in, always. Do I get significance from helping other people? What I get, you know what, there's always that element of it, yes, there is a bit. But for me, it's not more significance, it's satisfaction. I like to know people are training right, because there's a big misconception in the fitness industry. Like, no one really gets told how to train properly. No one really gets told what works. No one really gets told how things should be and what it actually takes to see the results you want. Now, if you're Gary Turbo from the streets, just coming in the gym, and you've just started a training regime and you've never trained before, chances are you're going to adapt pretty well to doing something because you've come from doing nothing. So the body is going to be stressed out to the max and it's going to respond. But if you're someone that's trained a little bit, or you've been going to the gym doing classes and your body's used to sort of doing a little bit of something, but then you're struggling, well then you need to go and push it to another level. Do you know what I mean? And especially if you're new to weights, you need to push. And when it comes to weight training, you can't just do to a number. It doesn't work like that. You've got to ensure that whatever reps you're working, that your body fails in that rep range. You've got to make sure that whatever your plan says is that you select the right weights to push your body enough to achieve that adaptive change. And that's what it's all about. So when I see people that I train with working properly, doing the correct form, and it's almost like an art to me. Like I used to do art in college, but when I see people doing it right, it's like an art. And then when I'm floating about in the gym doing my training and I see my clients doing it, people know they've been training with me. Like in a big-headed way, but because there's craft there and like they've almost polished off what they should be doing, and they see results. So it's good to see, it's good to watch, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. If you're training, you've got a training goal, and you want to achieve it, you need to get in touch. I'm your man. You want to graft? You You want to train? You want to improve your nutrition and get lean? Or you want to get stacked? Get in touch. I'll coach you through it and we'll achieve your goals together. It's as simple as that. Remember, summer's around the corner. So am I for you, Leyland. Fucking haters. They all want to be in it. They all want to be famous. Fucking. Honestly. It's what I got to cope with.
Come here, lad. Oh, yeah.
That's a tenner, that. That's 20 quid. 10 of a touch. I'm getting harassed. I'm trying to train. I'm trying to record and I'm getting harassed. I'm getting physically abused. Excuse me, can I have a feel if you want? You want to touch it? Huh? Touch it.